Alright guys, here we go. Episode 60 this week playing against South Carolina Gamecocks. They are not doing much better than I'm doing in conference. They are 3-4 overall and 3-4 in conference. They've played all conference games. That's weird. That's really weird actually. No other games. Huh. Oh well. Top players, we got Hurd, Moore, McBride of course. They got their center, quarterback, and middle linebacker. It's going to be an interesting game for sure. Hopefully we can get the win here. Injury report, Marshall's still out. It's my backup running back. My third string's still not bad, but Marshall was better, obviously. That's why he was second string. I'm in the first quarter right now, 3rd and 1 right here. And I don't like what I see. They're not covering my inside slot receiver, so I'm audibling out to him. See if I can hit him, drop back the pass. And as you can see, I put an arrow over Y. Y was wide open. Nobody remotely close to him. Nobody on that side of the field to cover him. Nobody was in man on him. And I didn't throw it to him. I hit X, who it hit him in the face, and he dropped it. So we ended up having to punt on our first series. Their first play on offense, and it is almost picked, but Washington can't catch. I think he was my leading corner in picks last year, and he can't catch the ball, man. That was a pick 6 for sure. So we get the ball back. They have to punt. Hit Moore on a little screen pass. Oh! He made a good catch and tried to make a good move. Did not work. And this come out again, audible again, because there's nobody over both slot receivers. So I drop back the pass. Try to hit the out route, and the corner jumps it. I guess he's in a little zone. And we got a turnover to start the game. We couldn't pick it, but they could pick it. That's just how it goes, I guess, sometimes. So they don't waste any time, man. Into the first, we got about 1:45 left. I'm trying to keep them from scoring, make big plays. Drop back the pass, and actually this is right after that pick I threw. The very next play they had on offense was a pick. So it was like back to back. It was first quarter was horrible. I mean, we're what 6 minutes in now. We got 25 seconds, 1st and goal, and it's just been a long quarter, man. I can't get anything going, but I'm stopping them on defense, which is good. Go a little counter play, more busted in for the touchdown. We finally break the scoreless streak. We get some points on the board and go up 7-0. In the second quarter now, it is 3rd and inches. Trying to stop him again. Third down's been our Achilles heel all year this year, and he hits Archer. Or that reminds me of the TV show Archer, man, which is hilarious, by the way. If you haven't watched it, you need to watch it. That show is awesome. No sponsorship, no plug, but I enjoy it. It's freaking awesome, man. That gets a big play right there. Hits his tight end, 1st down. Drop back the pass. Next play right after that, Harper, wide open, dive right in front of a miss, and they go like 5 plays and score. I stopped them the whole time, and then second quarter, they go touchdown crazy. So we get the ball back. 3rd and 5, threatening here. Run up the middle, and I probably should have cut it left there, but I missed the hole. And I ended up getting tackled short, 4th and 4. So after my loss to Florida, I now kick field goals. So I take the easy 3 points and get on the board. We get the ball back again right before the end of the half. They go 3 and out, punt it. And we got 7 seconds, 2nd and 10, drop back to pass. Probably could have hit A or Y a couple of times, but I didn't. Luckily, I get tackled with time still on the clock. So 3rd and 7, we call timeout. Take 3 points again before the half, and go up 13-7 at halftime, which is a lead, but it's not a lead. I mean, that's twice they stopped us in the red zone. That was 21. That's 14 points instead of 6. Huge difference, man. Huge difference in the ball game. So coming into the halftime, looking at the stats, and we are about even, man. I mean, we got a little bit more passing, a little bit more rushing, but we've had the ball 7 minutes longer. We just can't do anything with it. Can't get in the end zone. They're not no huddling. They're just scoring that fast or making something happen. So they get the ball first, start the 3rd quarter. Do a little draw play up the middle, and I run right past him. He gets a really good gain right there, 2nd inches. They didn't run the ball very well, but whenever they did, it was a pretty big gain. So I try to bring a little blitz here. And that guy is Archer again. Wide open, whoever's supposed to be covering him. Good job, man. Good job. So he gets in the end zone, does a little A for Archer. I don't think it's an A for Archer, but that's what I'm calling it. And they take the lead 14-13. I get the ball back. Very next possession, drop back the pass. I see A wide open. Apparently he was not wide open. Pollard picks it off. And that's not good. That's not good. They get the ball like the 30-yard line. A couple of plays later, 2nd and goal. A little under 5 minutes left. Another draw play up the middle, and Banks just walks in. So in about a 2-minute span, they score 14 points and take the lead 21-13. But we drive down, a lot of no huddle, a lot of big 3rd down plays, and we get the ball in the goal line situation. And 1st and goal, tackle just short, 2nd goal, run the exact same play, no huddle again. And Moore gets in the end zone, sets the school record for rushing touchdowns in a season. Yeah, buddy, 14. And we have to do the 2-point conversion, so you know what's coming. It's that famous toss play that I like to run because it works against the computer really well. Not always, as you can tell about Florida, but most of the time works pretty good. And we tied up 21-21. My fans are happy. We're actually tied up at home and trying to make something happen. 3rd and 9 in the 4th quarter now. And you've seen this play all game, and it's has been working, hasn't been working. This time I hit Jones. There's a lot of different options on that play. This time he was open. A huge gain for us, 26-yard gain. Ran a play. I think I did a run and got tackled short, 2nd and 8. I almost audible out of this, but I decided not to. Just ran the read option anyways. Because once again, they didn't have anybody over the slot. And luckily, I get in the end zone with it. It actually worked out pretty good. Moore scores again. I think that's his 3rd touchdown of the day. And we can take the lead 28-21. So they get the ball back. About 3 minutes left. 3rd quarter, or third and goal. Great diving stop by Mackey. I don't even know who that guy is. Huge play by the no-name guy. To force a 4th and goal. They're dropping back, going to throw it again. And good coverage this time, surprisingly. We get the sack, turnover on downs. Man, that was humongous. That was super clutch. Exactly what we needed. We ended up going a pretty good way as we ended up throwing a pick on a long 3rd down. And they get the ball back. 1st and 10, drop back the pass. And too much time to throw it, and he hits Jones for a huge gain right there. 20-yard reception. And that's 1st and 10, about a minute and a half left. And come out with that 5 wide again and drop back the pass one more time. Gets hit as he throws, and Dawson actually picks it. This guy has been getting torched all season. That happens to be our 20th pick of the season. But he stepped it up huge when I needed him to with a big clutch play. Thank you, Dawson. Seals the deal. We end up getting a 1st down and then run out the clock to luckily get the win. Man, I don't know what my deal is this season, but it's crazy, man. I have a hard time against the computer for some reason. And we get the win, 28-21. It was even a classic game. Yeah, buddy. And player of the game was Moore, 27 carries, 138 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 receptions, 12 yards. At half, he had like 20 yards maybe. I wasn't running the ball at all because the passing game was so open. Luckily, I went back to the running game, which is my strong suit, and did pretty good. Games around the country, the only one that really matters is the Georgia Tech game, but they beat the crap out of Pitt, 38-0. And game stats, and we were really even, 2 yards difference, but the 3 turnovers, we just got very fortunate with the win there. But I'll take it. A win's a win. More offensive play of the game. Jones, defensive, we did pretty good, and we'll be right back with the advance. All right, guys, just showed the highlights from the game against South Carolina. That was a nail biter for sure. I don't know what the heck the deal was, man. I don't know what my deal is this season. I'm just having a rough time against the computer, against the user. It doesn't matter. Like sometimes I put up 50 points, other times I get shut out. or put up 10 points, 15 points. I mean, it's just horrible. But we get the win regardless, which is good. See, everybody else did. LSU ends up winning 33-21. Florida State had a bye week. Clemson. What? How? I fought tooth and nail to get my 28 points. Clemson drops 146 on Heisman. How is that even possible? Clemson, teach me. Show me the ways of dropping 100 points on Heisman. Yeah, I'm having a hard time against the computer, and you're beating them by 112 points. But he sent me a message saying you didn't run it up, and I was like, run it up? What? I don't understand. You're not playing a user, so it doesn't matter. I'm now I know why you ranked. Wow. Dadgum, dude. I don't want to play you. Auburn gets the win, 35-13. Missouri, I think, was he in the? I don't know if he was in the video last week or not. If he wasn't, he's a new guy. Yeah, I think he was. But he's in the Dynasty now. He wins 52-21. So welcome. If I forgot you last week, if I didn't forget you last week, then you get twice the welcome, 2 weeks in a row. Rutgers ends up getting the win, 42-35. Louisville wins 38-21. Baylor wins 44-31. ECU wins 56-24. UCLA wins 66-17, and Ole Miss wins 42-28. We're going to advance it and see what's going on in top 25 and conference standings, and we'll be right back. All right, let's get into with the advance. Play Kentucky this week. Last I saw, they were one of the top 2 teams in my division of the conference. So it's going to be interesting. I need to get the win for sure to hopefully, potentially, maybe play for the conference championship, which I'll probably get destroyed in because 2 of my 3 losses have been against the 2 users fighting it out on the other side. LSU plays nobody this week. They have a bye week. Florida State plays Clemson. That would be a game I would probably pay money to see. They've both been dropping insane number of points this year against the computer. And it's gonna be a shootout for sure. It's like I said, I'd probably pay like $5 to watch that game. I know it's dude versus dude on the internet, but that would be a great game, man. Great game. I'm looking forward to see how that one's gonna turn out. 'Cause that's gonna decide pretty much who's playing for the national championship, unless they lose. So really good game. Looking forward to that. Clemson, Florida State, easily in my book game of the week, if not game of the year, based off how they've been doing so far. So we will find out for sure. Auburn plays Georgia this week. Missouri plays Tennessee. Rutgers plays Cincy. Whoop. Wrong button. My bad. Louisville plays USF, University of South Florida. Baylor plays Texas. I have a chance to jump up in the rankings right there too. ECU plays Florida Atlantic. That doesn't look right. Florida something. FIU. UCLA, new number 1. Oh snap. They play ASU, and Ole Miss has a bye week this week. Check out the top 25, see what's going on there, see what happened to the old number 1. And they just swapped places. So UCLA, Ohio State, Arizona. Good game. And then Florida State and Clemson, who played this week, so changes there for sure. Rutgers, LSU. And then we got Ole Miss, Auburn, 14-15. Louisville jumps from 20 to 18. Baylor right there behind me. And he'll jump me next week for sure because I've got 3 losses. Anybody else? Missouri's almost ranked. ECU almost ranked. So Missouri's 28, and ECU's 31. So they're almost ranked. We almost have everybody in the Dynasty ranked. That'd be nice. 1, 2, 3, and then Rutgers, LSU, Auburn, Ole Miss, Baylor, Louisville, Vandy, and like I said, Missouri and ECU are both right there. Golly. Check out the BCS, the one that's the most important right now. It's UCLA versus Florida State, with Arizona and Ohio State right close behind them and Clemson right close behind them. It's pretty much going to come down to, I think, UCLA and either Florida State or Clemson. Whoever wins that game pretty much has it locked. I'm not sure about Rutgers. They might could sneak up there, but they're looking really good right now. Users, man, user games make it all that more intense. Check out the conference standings for everybody. And on my side, Kentucky actually lost. But I've lost 3 times in conference, whereas Missouri's only lost twice. Even though I beat Missouri before the user jumped in, he still has the better overall. So he could potentially play for the conference championship. He might steal that from me. But I got to beat Kentucky and Tennessee first, so it doesn't really matter. And then I'll play Florida State at the end of the season. Awesome. So that could be bad for me too. Check out the west side. LSU, Auburn, Ole Miss, 1, 2, and 3. They still have to play each other. I know that for sure. Each only had 1 loss all year. I think that was against another. I know Auburn was against Clemson. I'm not sure who LSU's was. I don't really remember. But they still have each other to play, and they've been doing outstanding. Sunbelt, nobody there. ACC, yeah. Clemson, Florida State, and they're both on the same side. So, yeah. I mean, Florida State's been putting up the numbers and not giving up the points, but Clemson just dropped 140-something points. So, yeah. American, Rutgers, and Louisville trying to fight out. And I think one of them plays USF this week. So that caused a shakeup for sure right there. Big 12, Baylor just has to beat Texas, who they play this week. They had that locked up. Big 10, nobody over there anymore. Conference USA, ECU. I think he's got his side. No, him and Marshall. They will have to play. But I think he's got that game. He's got that pretty much locked up. MAC, nobody there. Mountain West, nobody there. Pac-12, UCLA, and they pretty well. Arizona's top-ranked team. They're number 3 in the nation. They still had to play them. Man, a lot of good games towards the end of the season, that's for sure. The last half of the season is getting interesting. That's a fact. Check out the Heisman watch just for the heck of it. Why not? Oh, snap. I actually got somebody up there. Quarterback for UCLA. Last year, his running back won it. I'm surprised he's not up there with his running back again this year. Florida State's running back, Clemson, Ole Miss, and my halfback. Yes, finally got somebody up there. I won it 1 year, and then I haven't been remotely close ever since. Award semifinalist. I'm just gonna go through it real quick. It's gonna show my guys for sure, but I'm just gonna flip through it really quick and see who the top guy is. UCLA, Florida State's up there a lot. Florida State again. Florida State, LSU pretty much dominated that category, whatever that was. Walker. Florida State's looking like they've got it pretty much locked up this year. I mean, Clemson and UCLA are the only real challenges, except for, well, there's LSU. So it's all users, man. Users for sure dominating everything across the board, which is to be expected in the semifinals for the awards and all that. But that's pretty much it, man. This week is going to be a good week. I'm telling you, I'm looking forward to that user game, Clemson versus Florida State. It's going to be epic. Hopefully, it's as tight of a ball game as it sounds. It's not going to be like a Seattle Seahawks versus Denver Broncos Super Bowl scenario. It's going to be what everybody projected it to be, not what actually happened. But that's going to be it for this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see y'all next time.